The following is my everyday makeup tutorial look. This is what I do like on a daily basis. I'm gonna use Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder, and I'm gonna make a line at the bottom and then make little strokes in order to make it look like an eyebrow. Here I am measuring both eyebrows just to make sure they start at the beginning the same size and the same width. And then I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing little strokes so that way it can look like it's a real eyebrow, or it looks more natural. I'm making a line and I'm using the powder, the lighter color at the beginning, and now I'm doing the darker color at the end. And I always go back just to make sure I make even strokes and use the spoolie. Here I'm using NARS creamy concealer, and I'm using that in order to clean the eyebrow. And I go and I take a little bit and I start from the beginning, and just to make sure that I have like a nice sharp line, and then I go on the other side. And then I'm just kind of even it out just to make sure that it looks clean. And then I kind of make a little line in between both eyebrows. Here I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow in order to keep my eyebrows straight, for them to stay. Here I'm doing the Becca corrector, which is great. Put that before I put my concealer. So I do it too because I have next I'm going to use Tarte tape. I'm going to put all the colors in the description box. And then what I do is I use two different ones. I use like a darker one and a lighter one to kind of mix the right color. Then I use a beauty blender. No, this is not a beauty blender. This is I forgot what it is. I'm going to put it in the description box, and I just I'm making sure that everything is evened out. I do my nose, and then I'm going to use here Fenty the blotting powder in the Wayne Goss brush, and then I'm just kind of covering. And here I'm using a bronzer brush, and I'm using Hourglass bronzer powder. And then here I'm using the blush that I'm using is from MAC. I'm going to put the color in the description box. And here I'm using the Hourglass highlighter with Wayne Goss brush. And I'm doing it on my nose, Cupid's bow, and then my temples. And then in order to make my eyes kind of pop a little bit, because it's just I have no eyeshadow or anything, this is Marc Jacobs highliner. A pinkish color. Then I just curl my lashes. Give it a good curl. Both sides. Do it again. Do it again on the other one. Then here I'm using Estee Lauder SD Edit, I believe. I love this because it's kind of waterproof and it has two sides. It has a thick side and a thin side. One is a volumizer, the other one is just, and here's the thin side. I'm using it at the bottom. I'm just putting it on both sides. And this is Paradise, L'Oreal Paradise mascara. And I love this on top of it because it gives it volume. And I like to give as many coats as possible. And then I give a little bit at the bottom just to make them a little more volume. Here I'm using the Fenty blotting powder, and I'm kind of carving my the bottom of my cheek so they can make it sharper. And now he's cleaning it up. And the other side. Then I'm gonna spray. I'm using Gerard Cosmetics, the spray. And this is Yves Saint Laurent touch. It's like a stain lipstick. I'm gonna put it in the description box, and it's really, really good. It's a pink color. And I'm just getting my Cupid's bow straight. And that's it. This is what I do. This is like a very everyday makeup for me.